That was interesting. I started up the live and I turned around and there's like some dude just like right there being like real weird. Totally normal. Gotta love this city, man. Like there's nobody on the street, and then there's just me walking, and then this like creeper type dude. So it's just incredible. Anyway, I thought we could do like an open forum, or you could just walk with me. Yeah, it's been a long couple days, I gotta tell you. Did you guys see the live on my page at the rally? That was so crazy. The one in Beverly Hills. If you didn't, go ahead and check that out. And then the one before it in West Hollywood. And if you're like, who is this? This is Eric Levai. I'm an investigative reporter and what's called an OSINT researcher. And I like to take walks and just ramble. And that's what this is. And we're here in Los Angeles, California. Oh yeah, let me know how you're doing, or where you are, or what time it is, or what you are having to eat for breakfast. I don't know. So yeah, I was at this rally on Sunday. It was just, it's pretty interesting. It was called Walk Away. And it was a combination with something called the Beverly Hills Freedom Rally. And it's this right-wing thing. You kind of just have to see it, so I guess just go to the last video on the page. You'll see what I'm talking about. What's up, Tim? How's it going? Yeah, man. I've been in this neighborhood a long time, and I don't know about it. First of all, because I've been walking for like, so I've walked for like a half mile, and this dude has been just like not slickly, just like walking behind me the whole time. I'm across the street up here. What's up, Jose? I was gonna go down to Hollywood Boulevard, and honestly, I just didn't feel like it. But that's like more interesting from the viewer perspective. But I just didn't feel like dealing with all that. We are in Los Angeles, California. It kind of looks like a horror movie, huh? The vertical streams at night are always like the weirdest ones. Have you ever met the Guardian Angels? I don't think we have them out here, man. That's a New York thing. I heard they were restarting though, huh? But those guys are a fraud. They're never what people thought. Like Curtis Sliwa, who founded that organization, he did survive like one legitimate assassination attempt by the mafia, but he also like used to lie and like fake. He would like fake things to kind of like improve his own self-importance. And plus, I don't like their politics. I don't like that right-wing shit. They've taken on like I think people should absolutely. I like the idea of community defense. I don't like guys like that. I don't think they represent what community defense is. Gotta figure out. You must be a long-time viewer of this channel. I like that. Sob, should I go to Fig? Bro, no joke. This guy was. This. Sorry, the lens messed up. This guy was legit following me for like almost a mile. Yikes. Yeah, I have to get a new camera, or rather a new phone. What's up, Benny? What's going on? We're just taking a walk, Tim. I'm gonna go up to. I was just at home all day, and I needed to get out, get some exercise. So we're going up here to Los Feliz Boulevard here in LA. We're about to pass AFI, which is the American Film Institute. A lot of great filmmakers come out of there. Kind of has that like Michael Myers vibe, you know. This is AFI right over here. I'll try to zoom in without, yeah. That's a cool place, man. They have screenings. It's a really nice school. And not cheap. Man. Man. Oh boy. Yeah, yeah. She's got a pretty good voice, man. That was just like a random person singing. It's pretty cool. Check it out, by the way. Talk about like kind of weird. Check this out. All right, tell me that doesn't look like some kind of horror movie. This is a beautiful area though. I take a lot of my walks in the daytime, like over here. Oh man, what is this? It's like a flood. This is like a classic LA thing where there's just this random flood in the sidewalk. And there, you just have to like figure out what to do. Not that it's like that big a deal, but wow. I might end up cutting this short because my left foot is now sopping wet. That was like a swamp or something. Very embarrassing. Yeah, I think I'm just going to hit Griffith Park and go back because my left foot is wet. Very unplanned. I'll show you guys the park real quick and then I'm going to head back. So this is Griffith Park. If you're not from here, the equivalent would be like Central Park in LA, in New York, or a communal place for people to gather. And yeah, man, I'm gonna have to head back. But we got a good mile to talk and walk. This kind of looks like an episode of Cops, huh? Like it just kind of has that feel. That's a pretty nice view though. As long as my camera doesn't kind of flip out, I'll show you guys real quick. It's a beautiful city, I gotta say. Fourth largest economy in the world, by the way. Oh, man. Hey, Sherman Chair, what's going on? Good to see a familiar face. I was gonna do a walk and then I stepped in a giant puddle and now my left foot is like sopping wet. So I'm just kind of heading back. Sad. Oh. We got some new lives up on the channel. I was at the rally in Beverly Hills yesterday. You guys could check that out. Actually, that started in West Hollywood. And I also put up some separate videos from the protest. There's one of like a counter-protester dressed like a dinosaur, which is kind of funny. Even though the person, I actually know who that person is, and they're like a fucking idiot, but that was kind of funny. They're just like, yeah. Got a little crazy, but if you guys saw the stream, it was like Film the Police LA was there. Jessica Palmadessa was there. It was cool. Whoa. How many people were at the walkaway thing? That's a good question. I would say like together with the counter protesters, maybe like a couple, I don't know if it was a couple hundred, but I'll say like at most a couple hundred, maybe like 150. I mean, it was interesting. It was interesting because on the live, like if you guys check that out, I was talking about how that rally used to be violent, and it was like a pretty scary thing to check out in person. This was the different vibe. It was like, I mean, it got a little contentious, don't get me wrong, but it was a little bit different than that. So I tried to comment on why I thought that was. It was weird being back in that park. I mean, I've been there like since then, but in that environment. They had like a decent turnout. I actually thought they might have more. Considering they had like some people who were a little like, did you see they had the singer from the Runaways there? Sherry Curry. Like Straka, who the guy who like runs that rally. I mean, he kind of like got what he came for, which is why like I'm not a big fan of the way that counter protest was going, which I spoke about on my Twitter, and they ended up just kind of giving him the footage that he needed, because that's what those guys want. They just want to grift off footage of people getting in their face, and they kind of like gave him that. Like, it's good to go out and counter protest, but they were just like, and they just like were like rude, and like you guys like saw how they acted with William. It was just like not cool. It was not cool at all. And like that's like what those guys are looking for. Hey Melissa, what's going on? Good to see you. Yeah, everything's good. Actually, if you go a couple of videos back, I was out there the other night with, did you guys see the video with me, Mindy, we in LA? We were having that restaurant was really good, by the way, on Hollywood Boulevard. It was delicious. So what else? I was at the courthouse today. You guys know, by the way, if you don't already subscribe to my Substack, Eric Levai, the link should be in the description of this video, where I do independent journalism. So I've been writing about that UCLA story about the mob attack. So I've been publishing a bunch of stories about that. So I was down there at the courthouse today to get some more records. I spent all this time printing them because they have this crazy system. Like, you can't get the stuff at home. And then I printed them, and she's like, so I walked up there, and the clerk, who's like very nice, but she's like, oh, there's no records here. So I went back and do it again, which takes like some time. And I came back again, and she's not finding it, and I'm like, oh my, like, I'm just like starting to get frustrated. And then it turned out they were all there, just like on the printer. I think she felt bad because she gave me them for free, and they usually charge you 50 cents a page. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, Melissa, you got to come back out. I mean, I guess it's been kind of quiet regarding some of the Scientology stuff, but I know the protesters are starting to get back out there. But I think they've been doing a lot more on TikTok. That's been like my impression. So it might not be on YouTube as much. Oh man. My foot feels a little better. It's not quite as wet from the puddle there. It's crazy because like it never rains here. But of course, like I would step in the one puddle because somebody was overwatering their lawn, which is also like illegal out here. But that doesn't stop some of these rich people from doing that. So we're on Franklin Avenue for the people who are not from this area, walking westbound on Franklin. When I started covering protests, like I didn't go live at that time, but I would often, when I was like tweeting, I would always put exactly where I was on the thread just in case, like especially during 2020. Not just because I enjoy like directions. I was like doing it obviously in case something happened or so people knew what was going on, where things were happening, etc. This is a nice building. My buddy used to live here that I went to college with. It's called Iris of Hollywood. Yeah, my college buddy and I ended up moving like, pretty close to each other in the same general area, which is pretty cool. Another LA staple, a random mattress, I guess. I had to kind of double check there. Looked kind of thin. Yeah, so I was down at the courthouse today. Those are always interesting places, especially the one downtown. I sat down at the terminal to start getting the records, and this guy like immediately asked me for money, which I don't think that's actually ever happened before. And I was like, I would have given it to him if I had it, but I don't really carry much cash. And I was also like, I was kind of like taken aback, to be honest, because I'm at a computer terminal at the courthouse, so I was just not expecting that. And then felt kind of bad about that. And then he just sat down and started like searching for court records. So I was like, oh, I guess like I guess he did that, and then it was like time to do whatever he came there for. So I was like, all right. Melissa said eventually I'll be back, especially on Hollywood Boulevard. Awesome. Yeah, I know they're starting to get back out there, but I think they, like I said, they've been streaming on TikTok a lot, which I need to get my TikTok going. I don't really use that. I need to start experimenting with TikTok a little. Oh man. You guys remember Gelson's, right? All the old haunts. If you're fans of the movie Swingers, this is the building that Jon Favreau lived in. Looks a little different now. This is our neighborhood human trafficking cult over here. Scientology Celebrity Center, which operates with impunity. Despite the fact that it's a cult that destroys people's lives. It's just unbelievable. I never... Sorry about the camera. Yeah, I forgot where I was for a second. That's kind of like one of the only things I don't like about this city is how things just kind of shut down at a certain hour, which is when I lived in New York. That's one of the only things I kind of like about New York a little bit more. I mean, there's like stuff to do here. Don't get me wrong, but you can walk outside your front door in New York and just like things are open. Yep, this is our friendly neighborhood cult. If you're from out of town, this is where it's called the Celebrity Center. And the celebrities and the high rollers in that organization, they get to go there and, you know, party and do auditing or whatever else goes on in there. Van Leeuwen, one of the best ice cream shops out here.
Thank you for gassing me up. You look great too. Thank you. I love cable knit sweaters.
That's birds. That's Scientology over there. I used to actually go to Birds all the time. I don't go there as much because I don't go out as much as I used to. This is a historic building. The Via Carlotta. It's like I think William Randolph Hearst built it. I think I've talked about this before. And I'm pretty sure that, as I recall, I think there was some kind of tunnel that connected that to the Celebrity Center. I'm almost positive. My friend used to live there. And then some, the types of people who buy property bought it. And because most people who buy property are sociopaths, like most landlords are sociopaths, like more or less, they threw them all out. Like people have lived there, like older people who lived there for years. pretty gross. I think they use something called the Ellis Act, which is this law that like people use to get around rent control, you know, because the state is like pretty strict about that stuff. All right, well, at least I got a couple miles in. Gotta exercise more. I was in good shape last year. No, when I was depressed, I was actually in like the best shape I've ever been in. That's the sad part. You guys can maybe sympathize. I was in like great shape. Then things got better, and I was like just sitting around. It's like, oh, here we go. That's Beechwood. That's like the best spot to see the Hollywood sign. Whenever people ask me, like tourists will be like, where to go, you always tell them just to go up, like walk up Beechwood. I'm definitely one of those people who like is a little bit always on the go, and it's something I've like been thinking about a little bit. Like, I don't know if most people would just like walk outside and do like a stream in the almost in the pitch black just because they were bored after a full day of work already, but I don't really like sitting around. Well, I guess sometimes I do. I can't say I don't like it all the time. I'll probably tap out up here, but I'll show you guys this cool sign. I think they call it the Franklin Hotel now, but it used to just be a Best Western. Things change like so fast in this city. This is a very unsentimental city. They'll demolish things that are historic, that mean something. Like they'll just get rid of them. So this is pretty cool though. It's got that kind of neon LA feel. All right, guys, remember to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the other videos. Talk soon.